Good morning to another episode of Bed Hair Don't Care Talks. So this morning I woke up thinking about something obviously near and dear to my heart. Enabling versus helping and suffering and struggle, it goes against the grain of everything in us when we're moms to allow our kids to struggle. And I look back on their childhoods, and I think I always jumped in early, like I'd see them struggling with something and I'd, oh, here, let me help. And sometimes that makes it take longer for them to develop the skills that they need, right? I remember seeing videos of this little girl trying to get onto a little pony, and how she did it over and over and over, like 20 times. And she finally got up on it herself. And I'm like, second time out, I'd be like, here, let me pick you up, And the same with this little girl jumping up on a block. She kept trying and fell like at least 20 times. And she finally made it, and the look of victory on her face. And I was like, man, I think I really stepped in too soon. And it's important, I think, for us to look at why we do it. Is it because we are uncomfortable watching other people struggle? And yeah, it means we have a big heart, right? But it also says to them, you're not capable. I don't think you're capable of doing this on your own, so I must intervene to help you. At times, I think it has that feel, and I think for a long time for me, I got a lot of my self-worth out of being needed as a mom too, so it's really hard to shift gears, and especially when you have adult children that are struggling. You really have to turn the tables on all those habits, because it doesn't serve their highest good to continue to pillow and cushion every blow and take away the natural consequences of their behaviors. If they don't pass in their homework or they fail a class, that's on them, not us, right? If they miss a deadline and they don't get into something that's important to them, that's on them, not us. It's one of those things that they need to learn sooner or later. And sometimes by delaying it and delaying it and delaying it, we're just keeping that in motion and not allowing them to get those victories for themselves. And when it comes to someone struggling with addiction, it's allowing them to continue to spin in that same cycle, right, of victimhood, of not taking responsibility and ownership of their lives and choosing for themselves what they want it to look like. And it does go against the grain of every bone in your body. And culturally, it also, at times, people make you feel badly for doing that. Like, what kind of good mom could stand back and watch this happen? Why can't you do something? Why don't you do something? Well, you only get to the point of letting them go when you've already tried all that for years and it doesn't work. And you realize that you're hurting yourself more than you're helping them. And at some point, you got to let them fly. I bring back to that butterfly story. A guy walked by a caterpillar in a cocoon trying to turn into a butterfly and break free. The butterfly struggling to get out of the cocoon. And he cut the cocoon open to help it. And a few minutes later, the butterfly died. He was like, what the heck? I thought I was helping it. But the cocoon and the caterpillar has this, the way the transformation goes, the butterfly has this fluid at its core, I guess, that when it struggles with its wings, it pushes the fluid out into those tiny little vessels in the wings and gets them strong and free and full so that it can fly. So when you deny it its struggle to get out of that first phase of its life, the darkness, it doesn't gain the strength it needs to fly. So I try to keep that in mind when I'm really having a hard time watching one of my loved ones struggle. Make it a great day, peeps. Love you.